Wow, this soup is so easy and so good. Hi guys, today I can show you how to make fish maw soup with seafood. So you can choose any type of seafood of your choice. I choose shrimp and imitation crab. And you also need some eggs, and here is how fish maw look like. So first I'm going to soak fish maw with hot boiled water. You need a big bowl, and you also need a lot of hot water. So I boil some water. This one, when I scale, about 60 grams. You also can just put 2 pieces or 3 pieces, it's up to you. But 60 grams, this one. Add hot boiled water. It's about 2 liters. And to help push it down, because it will float up no matter what, so put something heavy on top. I put a lid. You can soak this in hot boiled water 10 minutes. And while we're waiting, we can prep all the other ingredients. I use imitation crab. This one is 1 package. It's 200 grams. I'm going to clean it first. And after, I'm going to chop it into smaller pieces. Fine, chop it a bit smaller. When it hits the heat, it will become more loose. Okay, now I'm going to put this in the plate for now. I have 200 grams of shrimp, cleaned well and deveined. I'm just going to dice it into smaller pieces. So about that side. Now set this aside. And I have 2 eggs. I'm only going to use egg white because I want to maintain the light color of the soup. Take the egg yolk out. Okay, mix it and set aside. And to make the soup thicker, you need cornstarch slurry. I have 1/2 cup of room temperature water and 5 tablespoons of cornstarch. This one will thicken the soup. Without the cornstarch, the soup won't taste good. So 4 and 5. Mix well to dissolve the cornstarch. And after that, we got all the ingredients. We got our seafood. We got the egg white. Okay, set this aside. Okay, let's check the fish maw. The fish maw has maybe, oh, perfect, 10 minutes. So at this point, you can start to boil 2 liters of water. I'm gonna take this and clean it with cold water because it's really hot to handle right now. So I have my fish maw. Okay, now you can cut it into smaller pieces. It's harder to cut it. So if you have scissors, after you cut it into strips, then you can use scissors to cut it. The reason we want to soak it first, because if you don't soak it, there's no way that you can cut through it. This is actually quite a bit. And after, you can cut it into smaller pieces, like small mini square if you can. Just cut it into smaller pieces. It takes me a good 5 minutes to cut all this. Wow. And actually this is quite a bit, but I'm going to make it all. To make fish maw soup, it's super easy. Bring 2 liters of water to boil. And after, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of chicken powder. So the flavor, you want it to be light. You also can use chicken stock, but then for this type of soup, you want it to be really light flavor. Fish maw is 60 grams. Dice it. You can cook it on medium-high heat for 10 minutes. After you cook it on medium-high heat for 10 minutes, the fish maw should become more softer. Now you can add the imitation crab. 1 package, 200 grams. After that, okay, turn it to high heat. So I have cornstarch slurry. Make sure you stir it first. You want to make sure that the cornstarch is not clumpy. Stir it and then pour the cornstarch slurry in here. Bring it to boil. The cornstarch slurry should thicken the soup. Okay, now that I put it in, so I'm gonna bring it to boil, and now you can cover, and I'm gonna cook it for 5 minutes more. You can cover because this way it helps to soften the fish maw. So after you cook it for 5 more minutes, ooh, it smells really good after I open it. Okay, after that, low to low heat before you add in the egg white. Let the boiling calm down a little bit. Slowly pour. And don't stir it yet. So this one on low heat. Wait a little bit so it have that ribbon in the eggs, in the egg white. Okay, now you can stir it. Okay, turn it back to high heat. Okay, bring it to a boil, almost done. We can add 200 grams of diced shrimp. Bring it to boil and cook it about 2 to 3 minutes. And after that, this fish maw soup is done. Wow, this fish maw soup is so thick. It looks so good. It smells so nice too. To have it, you can put a little bit of pepper. So for this type of soup, normally you don't really put much color in it, like green onion or cilantro or anything like that, but you also can choose to put it if you like. Normally it's just plain color, and then you can put pepper, and normally at the restaurant they have pink vinegar, but I don't have pink vinegar. I have just normal vinegar. I'm just gonna put a little bit, but it's optional. Ooh, and just stir. Wow, this soup is so easy and so good.